Hello, I'm Eliza Kov, a divine transformation architect, and this is another episode of Inside Healing 10 minutes of insight and healing. Subscribe and share. So, I'm very excited to announce that these will be 12 episodes of the 12 Organ Meridian Optimization. And this is inspired by the 6 weeks of full spectrum organ healing starting on May the 9th and ending on June the 3rd. You can find the link to register in the healing events below. So I thought, well, I'm really like now, I start to really think about the healing events and what I'm going to do like way before. And even the people that have signed up already, they're actually getting the healing already. So you can register for that below. But each week for the next 12 weeks, I'm going to be doing a different organ meridian. And today's the lungs. So go ahead and sit or lay down right away. And just start to notice your breath. And I'm already cleansing and harmonizing your lungs. So you may know that lungs carry your grief and depression and sadness, and it's that inability to release that weakens the lungs. So it makes the breath shallow, frequent colds, dry skin. These are all some of the symptoms when the lungs don't, when we don't release the grief, the sadness, the depression. So you may even start to feel the lungs now. The lungs are known as the ministers of heaven. They are right below the heart and considered the most trusted minister to the heart. In fact, the heart and the lungs actually work quite closely together. And the heaven part is that it's the one organ where, like, the breath goes out of us, right? So the breath out of us goes out into the world, goes out towards the heavens, the earth, and it connects us to the heavens. It moves out of us. So it's known as the minister of heaven. So just keep breathing. The clearing and the balancing of the lungs may seem and feel intense. And I am guided to run two sacred activations today as well. One is breathe peace. So I'll run breathe peace sacred activation and cleansing and balancing your lungs with my modality. We know the lungs for the breath and we know it for carrying sadness, but very, very rarely do we hear about the other important thing that the lungs does. It also distributes something called the Wei Qi, which is really the defensive energy across the entire body surface, acting on as the first line of the immune protection. So when your lungs are strong, your skin glows, your immunity is sharp, and your voice is clear. So the minister of heaven, being the main controller of your immune system, your skin, and of course, carrying the sadness, the grief, the depression. I'm going to run a second sacred activation, sorrow and grief, release. You may wish to lie down here. I'm going to be quiet for a few moments because it is quite intense. Minister of heaven, the organ that bridges the sky and the body, and the distribution, the life force, right? The breath on behalf of the emperor, which is the heart. And as I mentioned, the heart and the lungs, the heart actually takes it on from all the organs, but the heart and the lungs really work closely together. I'm going to offer an intention for this healing. Maybe bring your hands to your heart space. I release sadness, grief. I release sadness and grief and allow harmony to move into my being. Repeat after me 3 times. I release sadness and grief and allow harmony to move into my being. I release sadness and grief and allow harmony to move into my being. I release sadness and grief and allow harmony to move into my being. I'm going to be quiet for these few minutes as you enjoy the clearing and the harmonizing of your lungs, which influences your immune system, your breath, your capacity to feel inner harmony within your being, about yourself, about life, about relationships. Here we go. As we strengthen our lungs, we also strengthen our immune system, protect our immunity. So now I'm going to stabilize your system with the clearing and harmonizing I just did. Bring your hands to your heart space. And repeat again after me. I release sadness and grief and bring harmony into my being. I release sadness and grief and bring harmony into my being. I release sadness and grief and bring harmony into my being. Breathe out all into every cell. Exhale out the mouth, anything that isn't. Start to make little movements in your fingers and your toes. Just move the body. Take one more expansive breath and gently open up your eyes. I would love to know how this was for you and how excited are you about the next 11 episodes of Inside Healing for the 12 Organ Meridian Optimization series. So I'd love to hear how each episode goes for you, which one you're looking forward to, and as we get further along, which one was your favorite, which one you felt the greatest impact, what surprised you, and if you wish to join the Full Spectrum Organ Healing series, the link is below in Healing Events. As always, so much love and gratitude. Bye for now.